Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Jackson. Welcome back to Endeavours for Sunday the 25th of January. As always, if you're just looking to check one of these Endeavours that you're stuck on or something, check the timecodes below. It's always going to be in the description and all that. So this set here, oh yeah, before I begin, I am aware that I haven't done a Don't Starve 2-hour long video for a couple of weeks. I'm sorry about that. I said it last video at the end, but just pointing it out now again. Because I actually want to get the tickets these times around for the PvP event. Usually I don't really bother with that anymore, but there's actually some shit I want from the Impresario at the moment. So I have a lot of accounts that I need to get tickets on, so it does take up a lot of my time. I can't really do that and spend time doing a lot of other stuff at the same time, otherwise I'll get so burnt out. So I just gotta focus on one thing at a time. I will continue with that stuff, I just need some time to myself at the moment. So yeah, just so people are aware, I haven't forgotten about it. Okay, so this set here, it's pretty damn good. In a very rare turn of events, we get 2 healing options, one for PvP areas and one with scribe skills. So my advice is to do both of these at once, because you're getting 2 birds with 1 stone, and they're both very easy options. But then again, everything here is pretty easy. I'd go with finding some foods, and then while you're in Cyrodiil doing the healing, just consume foods at the same time. Because it is kind of useful being able to get more health, if you can find a food that does that, but that's not super important. Yeah, just as long as you can find some foods. They're very easy to find in the wild, like you don't even have to make some. I'll show you why. But yeah, then I would probably choose a public dungeon group event. Harvest Resource is probably going to be the slowest. But yeah, you don't have to do the PvP or the healing stuff. You can just do this stuff instead. There's a lot of choice here. The thing about these is there is a way to set this up so you can activate 1 skill or 2 if you need it, and then you can just walk away and do other stuff, like you can grab a snack or just watch YouTube and just let it do its thing in the background. It's actually pretty cool, so I'll show you how that works. So firstly, we'll just do the consuming foods. This is my suggestion here. What you want to do is come to this pier in Oridon. This way shrine is unlocked on any character as soon as you start the game, so you can just jump over here when you feel like it. This area over here, it's got bread on this desk here. It's also got a pie in this thing. This cooking fire, I don't believe any of this stuff here actually counts. Now, if there's not enough items here, what you can do is you can go to Imperial City, and when you queue here and come back, by literally just going out the door and it takes you straight back here, that will reset the stuff here. And what that means is you can grab your food real quick, and then you can, if there's not enough, just jump to Imperial City and then do the healing options, and then come back here and do the rest of your food. That's another thing you can do. That, or if you are below level 10, you can just go to the Way Shrine, travel to a different zone, come back over here, and there'll be some more food. Anywhere you can find food is good, but the difference between this and a lot of other places is that this food here is not stolen, so you don't have to worry about guards and people snitching on you and shit, and dealing with getting pulled over all the time for bounties and whatnot. So yeah, that's why I suggest this area here. And all you have to do now is just go to inventory, get your crusty bread or whatever it is that you end up finding, and just use that. So this does actually increase your max health. That's why I suggest this one as well. So you can use that for the healing option. So now, I'll just go through that. So Cyrodiil, Imperial City, doesn't really matter which one you use, because there is some prep here that I need to talk about first, especially with scribing. But the way it works is, say you get I've got a scribing healing skill here. If I activate it, nothing happens. Because how this actually works is, this is missing health. So health that you currently don't have max health on, or your health is not full, sorry. So if I just chuck Blood Altar on, and then heal, you'll see it actually progresses this one here. So that's what you got to do for both of these cases. So in Cyrodiil, use healing scribing skills, so you can just get both of these done at the same time, but also have an ability that takes away health. Now there are a few things here that you can choose from. One of the best for taking away health in the game is on a Nightblade. In Siphoning, you've got Siphoning Strikes here. So this creates a symbiotic process because Scribing abilities use magicka or stamina to heal you, whereas Siphoning Strikes, it uses health to give you back magicka. So you can use up a bunch of health to get magicka back, and then you can use the magicka to heal yourself, and it just progresses the endeavor. So it's just a closed loop cycle there, which is good. The other option is Guild, Undaunted, Blood Altar. This option here requires you to be level 10. I assume majority of people are above level 10, but if you don't want to use either of these, if you're not able, you can just go somewhere with enemies. Like, for example, you could go to a dolmen and just let the enemies attack you. Another common method I use is Wayresource 1, just let the skeevers group up and start attacking you, and you can use them to lose health and heal that way. Now, I'll just quickly show you where to get Altar. So in Oridon, you can also get this. If you come over this way, to the west of the pier out here, this is not the only place, but, you know, for convenience today, you can get it here. So Salted Wings Tavern, you just come upstairs here. There'll be this character here, they'll have a quest for you. All you have to do is accept that quest, and you'll unlock the Undaunted skill line. You don't actually have to do it, you just have to have accepted the quest. Now you can also find them probably quicker in Glanumbra, again, with a way shrine that's unlocked as soon as you start the game. Just head into this this tavern here, the Rosy Lion. Where this icon is located on the main floor, there'll be someone you can get a quest from, and same thing, just accept the quest, you'll unlock this skill line, and that's it. There are a few other skills. The other ones that are important are through Scribing, which I'll go through right now. Oh yeah, sorry, there is one more. So if you're a vampire, vampires have a skill called Blood Frenzy, I believe it's called. That's the base morph. And you can morph it to, I think, Simmering Frenzy, which just... There's one that's cheaper and one that increases the weapon and spell damage it gives you. The one that increases your weapon and spell damage is the better morph. That takes away health over time to give you weapon and spell damage, which, if you're not familiar, actually increases your healing done. So it's actually valuable to have that active, and it just takes away health, making it a bit easier. But yeah, obviously you've got to be a vampire for that. So my advice is, if you really want to make this one easy in the long term, because both of these do actually come up in endeavors for the weeklies and the Golden Pursuits. Like, these will come up. These likely will show up in the Tamriel Tomes like challenges. So having a character dedicated to this sort of thing will be very helpful in the future, I feel. Alright, let's look at the Scribing abilities. There's some good ones you want to look at. Unfortunately, if you do want to do this with Scribing at the same time, it does require a little bit of setup. But here's the thing. You spend probably 30 minutes to an hour of setup once to make and get challenges that take literally 30 seconds to a minute to complete anytime they're up. So in my opinion, that is a very worthwhile bit of preparation. Okay, so there's two Scribing skills you want to look at least. Wheeled Soul is the easy one to get, using Healing, Sage's Remedy, or Druid's Resurgence, if you can get that that signature. If you don't have Siphoning Strikes and will need more magicka for sustain, you can use Druid's Resurgence to alleviate that a little bit, but Sage's Remedy is fine. Sage's Remedy is good if you're a Nightblade with Siphoning Strikes. And Vitality. Vitality, if you can also get that script as well. If you want to know those scripts, I'll leave the links to their UASP pages. It tells you where to find them. So if you want to do that stuff, just be aware. I'm pretty sure you have to complete the Wing of the Dragon before they actually start showing up. You just have to do the whole quest on one character, and then you can get all these just fine on any character after that. But definitely you'll need to do Wing of the Indrik, the first main just the first main quest basically of the Scribing system, to get healing at least. And it also gives you Sage's Remedy and Resolve, but Vitality you need to complete the Wing of the Dragon, which is extra work. But after you complete those, it unlocks basically everything you need. You get healing, you get you can get the script to get the other stuff as well. But yeah, this is the one I use here. See, Healing Soul. I use a different one here, but yeah, I use Vitality for this one here, because Vitality is such a good buff. This just increases the healing done, so it just makes this faster. Now the other option, that is, this is the AFK way. So what this does is, again, doing with the Indrik gives you Sage's Remedy, and for Banner, it heals you every 2 seconds. Now, there's 2 things you can use to make this work effectively with this part. You either need to Mobilize as a focus, which you'll probably have to do some Mage's Guild dailies to get this option, but if you do those enough, you will eventually get a Mobilize. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because they're curated, the drops that you get for the Mage's Guild dailies. So you get one of each type that you haven't received before on that character. So it's just, you'll get it eventually. It's just you have to do them each day, which is kind of annoying, but yeah. So just get a Mobilize. This takes away health every 2 seconds. So Sage's Remedy heals you every 2 seconds. This takes away health. So this skill on its own can single-handedly complete this endeavor. It just takes a while, that's all. But, you know, as I said, this skill here, you activate it, and you can just walk away. If you use this in Cyrodiil, it'll just do all the work for you. Now, if you don't have a Mobilize, this is where the Blood Frenzy skill from Vampirism comes in handy. Because with Blood Frenzy, because there's no other one that actually takes away health. They all take away other resources. So what that does is you can use that and take away the health every 2 seconds there. You can use them both anyway if you want, but that just means you've got another guaranteed way of taking away health while this has this effect. So it just means you have to slot an extra skill. Now the only problem that you need to watch out for with Blood Frenzy, the vampire one, is it is a criminal activity to activate that skill. That's not a problem in Cyrodiil, because there's no criminal system in Cyrodiil. You can't get a bounty. But in towns afterwards, if you still need to do the Scribing one, if you've already mostly done it through the Cyrodiil option, just be aware, if you go into towns as people see you use a Blood Frenzy, it will give you a pretty significant bounty. So yeah, that's the only thing to worry about, really. But after that, it's just, yeah, as long as you use it in Cyrodiil, it's fine. So yeah, they're the only 2 that you would really need. You can go further. There's a lot of Grimoires that have healing in them. Soulburst also has some healing components, and they all have Sage's Remedy, allowing you to get more healing overdone every 10 seconds. But at the end of the day, the only 2 you really need to look at, or really want to look at, is Healing Soul with Vitality, or Banner Bearer with Immobilize and Sage's Remedy. Just realised I haven't put Vitality on this, I probably should. Okay, so firstly, I'm just going to use the other food. So the only reason I didn't activate them straight away is there's a teeny weeny cooldown on using foods multiple times. So just make sure you use that a little bit later. Alright, now I'm just going to go to Cyrodiil, and we'll get these 2 options done. Now, there are a lot of campaigns right now to choose. If you don't want to use Blood Altar, or if you don't really... because there's another way to lose a lot of health quickly, and it's related to the enemies there. So my opinion is... find a campaign where Old Merry Dominion is doing, not Old Merry Dominion, the faction that you're in is doing okay, because there are a couple of locations you can use to take damage in Cyrodiil quite easily. Obviously, you can fight other players, and that's fine, but you kind of don't need them, and it's probably better if you don't go off trying to run for them, because then it takes ages to find someone, and you can just attack a NPC instead. God, why is this taking so long? Okay, beautiful. So yeah, campaign like this, you just mainly need a few keeps over here. That'll be all you need. Alright, so if you want to do the take health, give health method, so I'll just use Blood Altar a bunch of times. Just use Light Attack to weave in between. Makes it a little better flowing, I think. Okay, so now your Scribing ability, use that a bunch of times, and look at that, we're progressing both of these endeavors at a pretty significant speed, so you can see that. Now you could probably get away with using Vigor as well at the same time, while your health goes down, because you will complete the Scribing one before you complete the Cyrodiil one. Use the Scribing skill, Scribing one with Vigor, Blood Altar, and yeah, if you want, you can also just slot Banner, just chuck that on, activate it, and then also chuck on the Vampirism one if you need that, if you don't have Binding Banner. And there you go. So the only thing is you can't, if you want to put it on, if you want to bar swap, just make sure banner's on both bars, otherwise it doesn't stay active. So yeah, that's literally it. The other way for taking damage is these Volundering spawn locations here. You can find them in various places along the world. You can also use like factions farms or go to their keeps and get attacked by the guards, but sometimes you can get to a faction campaign and it just, there's nothing to attack. So what you can do instead is just use these, because these are always here, not impacted by the way the campaign goes. All you have to do is just come down here. Each of the 3 factions have one in an area that is actually, as long as these gates are closed, which happens when these keeps are under our control, enemy players can't actually come into these locations. So it's actually safe to travel around here if you're not a PvP person. That's usually what I do. Over here you can see these 3 Golden Saints. These are usually the people we use for the siege endeavor. So just run up to them this time and let them hit you. And when your health starts to get low, just use your Scribing abilities. And your regular healing abilities once the Scribing one's done. And that's it. So yeah, you don't need siphoning attacks or Blood Altar, you can just use that instead. The only thing to consider here is, yeah, if these gates are open, just be a bit mindful of players, but odds are, unless there's a scroll here in the temple, it's likely that there's no real reason for anyone to be here other than just to be annoying. And they're probably not going to hang out in a place like that. There you have it. So I know this video has been quite long already, but once you set that up, doing these options here is just fucking so easy to do. This literally will take you only a few minutes if you've got all this stuff. Okay, public dungeon group event. This is literally the same as the yesterday's one with the Notatambu. I'm going to suggest the same thing here. So if you watched the one yesterday, just do the same thing. Okay, Notatambu. This is found in the northeastern side of Alakir Desert. The only group event that I would honestly do, because it resets in about 30 seconds, as opposed to every other group event in the game, which takes fucking ages to come back. So sometimes you're just waiting forever for those. So yeah, just skip that shit and do this one. I'll show you how to get here in a couple of minutes, but I just want to show you first how to actually do the group event. Once you're inside, you're looking for this icon here. This is the group event location. So you'll come across a few enemies in here. If you have a Nightblade with Cloak, you can just skip everything in here. That's what I'm going to do here. A bunch of stairways down here. This leads to the group event. You'll know you're in the right place if you see a bunch of dead bugs. So once you get here, you will see all the lights pop up for all these plates. Now the puzzle is as follows. You can do this on your own. Step on the 2 scarab plates first. The lights will disappear. Then go to the spiders on the outside. And then the scorpions in the middle. That will activate the 3 guardians. These are the group event enemies you have to kill. Once you kill them, that is the group event completed. So you can keep these guys alive for a minute and use them to heal using Scribing abilities if you still haven't done that one. But you probably want to do that in Cyrodiil anyway, or PvP areas. So there you go, that's it. And the good thing about this one is, unlike all the other ones, like I said, it respawns so fucking fast. Because it's like a puzzle-based system, it's not actually enemy spawning. So yeah, that's it. It's pretty straightforward. While you're in here, you might as well get the Sky Shard as well. Yeah, there's other bosses, but it's the group event that you're looking for, not the actual bosses here. So this is about to pop up again. There you go. So that's how long you have to wait. So yeah, it's pretty good. Now, if you've never been here before, it's pretty easy to get here. Using home tours, there's a video in the description if you need to know how that works. But yeah, you can use Sword Singer's Redoubt. So travel to the house, travel out the door that you port to, and then, or like the one turn around when you port in, and the door there will lead to Alakir Desert. The other one leads to Bankrai, that's the only thing. So just make sure you use that door. Once you do that, you'll go out to Sadakulam over here. You just travel south. You'll see a lot of Imperial enemies here, just ignore them. Come out here, go west. The group event will be here in this public dungeon, and what I advise you do first is just get this Wayshan so you can use this place in the future, because this will show up pretty frequently. And yeah, it's usually one of the better endeavors to do on any given day, so yeah. Alright, now let's look at the last option, which is harvesting resources from the world. This is also part of the Gone Pursuit, so just keep that in mind, though there's a lot more resources from the world in the Gone Pursuit, so you'll have to do a lot more for that. But it's the same rule, basically. So just find a place that you like traveling through, like a zone of your choosing. Or if you are looking more for reward, I'd go Craglawn, because this place here, the blacksmithing nodes, like the ores, the jewelry dust, the plant, like cloth plants, and the wood nodes, they all drop Nurncrux as well at the same time, which is quite expensive to sell or good to use yourself if you want to do all the research stuff. So this is the zone I would go if you're looking for that. But if you want to make this easy for yourself, just pick a zone that you like, especially like some of the older ones or some of the big DLC zones, because they tend to be less traveled. Craglawn is usually where everybody goes. So basically just pick a straight line somewhere, particularly like off the road, and just start traveling. Like, you'll find so much shit. The only things that don't work are treasure chests, thieves' troves, insect nodes, so things like torch bugs, butterflies, wasps, the flesh fly forms, they don't work. Though check them anyway, because you can still get some good stuff from those. And then sigil portals, but you still want to check them anyway, because you can get Orbic Ambers, which are fucking expensive. So yeah. Anything else, though, is fair game. Now, if you want to make this a little easier for yourself, if you're sort of less experienced with the stuff that you're looking for, turn the grass in the video settings off, because it'll take away a lot of the foliage that can get in the way when you're looking for things. So, like, because nodes do not get affected by any of the graphic settings, they will keep the same render distance, whereas a lot of the other stuff will not. So here's a rubidite ore. This counts for the resources from the world. So there we go, there's one. So basically just looking for stuff like that. So if you see anything that kind of looks out of place, consider it to be a alchemy node or like a cloth plant or something like that. Sometimes you'll run through a zone and just not find anything. Don't worry, it happens. There's nothing to be concerned about. Yeah, sometimes all the nodes are just in a different location. Naturally, you'll find nothing, and then out of nowhere you'll find like 5 nodes at once. There's one. Oh yeah, so if you're attacked by an enemy while you're harvesting, it doesn't let you do it. You just gotta kill them before that. But if you can be in combat and harvest something, it's just if they hit you, it gets interrupted, that's all. Alright, let's keep looking. Oh yeah, there's a cloth node. Ancestor silk. Bug loss there. Pretty easy to see that one, because it's just a blue in the middle of like drab colors kind of thing. There's a wormwood, sorry. There we go, that's another one. Got a cornflower over here, we'll grab that. And that's, oh yeah, so we need 2 more. Some enemies over here. Oh, there's a nightshade. See, that's what I mean, like anything that's just like out of place. Wormwood over there. Bug lost. And that's it. All done. So yeah, only a few minutes for this one too. Yeah, I really don't think there's anything bad to choose from today. It's just a matter of perspective. I guess if you haven't done the prep for the healing one, then maybe it's good to do that one instead. These ones instead. Sorry. Yeah, whichever one you want to do. I totally get it. All right, so that'll be it for this one. Oh, there's actually a maple there that I missed. So yeah, if you got any questions about anything here, if there's something you want to know about scribing that I haven't shown here, or any stuff like that, just chuck a comment in, I'll get back to you. But that's Endeavour's done for now. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. Wish you all a good rest of your weekend, and take care for now.